People in York County who've lost their jobs had a chance today to tell Congresswoman Chellie Pingree they're concerned about the prospects of finding work. Pingree visited the Workforce Solutions Center in Biddeford. It offers retraining and other services. She then sat down with several former employees of West Point Home, a blanket manufacturer that closed a year ago. The laid-off workers are especially concerned about whether the government will restore unemployment benefits, which ran out for thousands of unemployed Mainers 2 weeks ago. Pingree voted to extend the benefits, but the Senate left for its summer recess without voting on the issue.
I don't think you can play around with people's lives, and we've heard from a lot of people who are very, very dependent on making sure that this, money is there while they attempt to retrain or find another job.
Workforce officials say they believe they've helped only a fraction of the people who've been laid off from manufacturing jobs. They say money for retraining is still available for another year.
Maine's unemployment rate may not be among the nation's highest, but there are still thousands of people out of work, including many who spent decades at major manufacturing companies in York County that are now closed. As News Center's Vivian Lee reports, laid-off workers say their only hope is learning new skills.
Pete LaMontagne will never forget when he and his co-workers were called to the front office at West Point Home last April.
And said, this is it, the plant is closing. Well, I never saw so many people cry in my entire life, and not just the women. That's my God, this is happening,
LaMontagne had worked at Biddeford's last operating textile mill for 38 years, a job he had hoped to have until he retired. Instead, he was on the street with no marketable job skills.
In North, Central, and South America, there are no positions for a spray room operator. If I want to go to China, I can probably find a job with all the experience that I have. But the commute would be tough, I guess.
Wood Structures, a maker and distributor of manufactured wood products, and R.R. Donnelly, a catalog and direct marketing printing company, also closed its doors within months of each other. Since then, LaMontagne and others have been taking classes and going through retraining programs at this Workforce Solutions Center.
Now, Career Center officials believe they've only helped half of the estimated 1,200 workers who lost their jobs at major companies last year. And they want the other laid-off workers to know that there's plenty of money available for retraining for another year.
Congresswoman Chellie Pingree got a first-hand look at the center and then sat down and talked with laid-off workers.
So we're anxious to hear about what else we can do to help people and support them in the retraining and job search.
A huge concern now is restoring unemployment benefits, which ran out for thousands of unemployed Mainers 2 weeks ago. Pingree voted to approve the extension of those benefits, but it isn't known when the Senate will vote on the issue.
I don't think you can play around with people's lives, and we've heard from a lot of people who are very, very dependent on making sure that this, money is there while they attempt to retrain or find another job.
Something LaMontagne hopes at 65 is still within reach. In Biddeford, Vivian Lee, News Center.
The Senate is currently on recess, not scheduled to return until July 12th, but it's not known when the senators will revisit the unemployment extension issue.